Trouble in Mind is the third poetry collection by Lucie Brock-Broido, published in 2004 by Alfred A. Knopf, a division of Random House. It follows her earlier collections, A Hunger and the Master Letters, and precedes her final work, Stay Illusion, released before her death in the spring of 2018. Brock-Broido's poetry garnered both acclaim and controversy. While many celebrated her imaginative and often surreal style, some critics found her work overly abstract and difficult to access. Nonetheless, her literary career was marked by success and recognition, including honors from the John Simon Guggenheim Memorial Foundation, the National Endowment for the Arts, and the American Academy of Arts and Letters. Trouble in Mind is structured in 5 untitled sections and is dedicated to Lucy Grealy, a close friend and fellow writer who died of a heroin overdose after a life shaped by the trauma of losing her jaw. Grealy's harrowing experience and untimely death loom over the collection, informing its central focus on mortality. The poems grapple with themes of life, love, aging, loss, and death. Brock-Broido mourns not only the death of loved ones, parents, friends, and lovers, but also the fading of youth, vitality, and hope. Unlike her earlier persona-driven works, these poems present a unified poet-speaker whose voice reflects a more intimate and personal reckoning. This shift marks a departure from the mystical, magical thinking of her earlier collections. In Soul Keeping Company, the speaker sits vigil over her mother's body, confronting both grief and the erosion of self. I am magical, no more. In the one theme of which everything else is a variation, she mourns the loss of her inner child, the wellspring of her imagination and identity. If I am lucky in this life, here I will go on, being whole, and speak again, old God, I will be plain. A similar tone runs through Gamine, where she sardonically observes the futility of worry. Even despairing relentlessly cannot spare you what you fear the most. These moments of wry humor provide fleeting respite from the collection's darker meditations, highlighting the poet's candid, unflinching view of middle age and profound loss. Lucie Brock-Broido frequently fuses unexpected comparisons and juxtaposes disparate symbols, showcasing her affinity for abstraction and surrealism. In the opening poem, The Halo That Would Not Light, she writes, "He dropped your tiny body in the scarab-colored hollow of a carriage, left you like a finch, wrapped in its nest of linens wound with linden leaves in a child's cardboard box." This layered imagery reflects her tendency to delve beneath surface-level experience, seeking meaning through poetic distortion rather than direct narration. In Still Life with Aspirin, the speaker notes a growing disconnect from the world, remarking, "Objects have lost their correlative states." Such moments highlight the singular, elusive quality of her style, highly inventive yet deliberately opaque. Brock-Broido often draws from obscure or unexpected sources, creating a layered intertextuality that positions her work in conversation with other texts and histories. Her earlier collection, Dear Master, for instance, was inspired by 2 enigmatic letters from Emily Dickinson. Similarly, Trouble in Mind includes a notes section revealing various inspirations. The recurring lion motif, for example, stems from a news article about a woman's suicide in a zoo enclosure. The influence of Wallace Stevens, one of Brock-Broido's poetic forebears, is especially evident in her playful use of sound and imagery, as seen in the poem Spain. The god leash leaves, its lashes on the broad bunched backs of sacrificial animals. Several titles throughout the collection are lifted directly from Stevens' notebooks, underscoring her engagement with poetic lineage and her habit of echoing and reworking existing material. This sense of recurrence, of recycling symbols and language, reinforces the collection's thematic core. Rather than follow a linear narrative, the poems unfold as fragmented meditations, often through declarative, introspective self-portraits that chart the poet-speaker's evolving identity. These include self-portrait on the grassy knoll, self-portrait with her hair on fire, self-portrait as Caspar Hauser, self-portrait in the miraculous world with Nimdox, self-portrait with self-pity, self-portrait as a herd of one, and self-portrait with her hair cut off. These pieces serve as anchor points within the collection, asserting and reasserting the speaker's shifting sense of self amid aging, loss, and existential reckoning. Trouble in Mind ultimately situates Brock-Broido within the tradition of confessional poetry, while aligning her voice with modernist influences like Stevens. The result is a body of work that is both intensely personal and richly literary, marked by its haunting beauty and poetic complexity. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.